Morning all. I wish I had anything to say when I do shots like this. Hi. How's the morning? I have no idea what you mean by that. It's not alive, it's not animate, it's not animate. That's beyond my abilities and could be botheredness. Arena Artifact V2. First one up, Broken Link. As you'd expect. So I haven't got much to say about this. TF2 map, themed after the Egypt map. I never much liked Egypt. The TF2 map, not the place. I've never been. Micro challenge number 1, Chalcedony. I assume that's pronounced Chalcedony? Chalcedony, maybe? Probably Chal. This map was built with the gamma and brightness turned all the way up. That's good to know. Okay, any micro challenge? What was the micro challenge? I'm curious. Fair enough, it was exactly that. I had this set up in advance because I'm organized. Micro 001 CT. That was very optimistic. Micro challenge 001. Expecting those to get into the hundreds. I tried padding the bottom of my microphone a little bit because I was listening back to some of them and realized just how loud like the sounds of the shit on this desk come through to it. I don't think it's going to make a whole lot of difference, but it's the best I can do without getting like a proper stand, arm, whatever you call them. Which is slightly more money than I'm willing to spend. Slightly better setup than I deserve. Frankly, this microphone is a better setup than I deserve. Yeah. I have no idea what this actually is, by the way. I don't know if other people were familiar with what that name was. But there appears to be a ship out there that is exploding a lot. Looks nice. It seems like there's quite a lot of detail in some of this thing. Like, look at that. That's... I feel like a lot of brushwork went into that. That bit specifically. Oh, if this is clipped off or anything, I would have. There we go. I wonder how far out I can go. I get the feeling that the water is only this deep for effect and you're not really supposed to actually go in it. Can't tell if this is a model or just something I can go through. It's probably a model, isn't it? It's hard to tell. Oh well. It's gonna get really hot in this room really quickly because I turned the fan off so it's not picking up on the mic. Which may not actually be a smart thing to do, but do what I can. It's not like I can get much else airflow through here. I could open the window, but then you're subject to all the sounds of life outside. More than you already are. Diem Termino. My condominium. For Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. I feel like we haven't had many Half-Life 2 Deathmatch maps in a little while. There was that one stream where we had a bunch of them. I don't know. Is this an excuse to use the weather app on this thing that I've literally never touched? Don't even know where I put it. What day is it? Sunday? Suppose that'd be it there. Also it says Sydney. I'm not in Sydney. Whatever. I'll tell you later, Strata. So far, but it is only 8 o'clock. So whether it's just stuffy or whether it's actually going to get really hot remains to be seen. Why is there an exploding barrel at Satchmo's condominium? It feels like some pretty aggressive clip. These doorways are kind of cramped as well. Which, quite possibly true to life. Don't know if it necessarily works well in the Half-Life Deathmatch format though. Who among us hasn't tried to make a deathmatch map out of our own house? This floor's the same as the floor below. Like more work went into the outside than anywhere else. But maybe it's just because the outside is generally more interesting than the inside of Satchmo's condominium. Undecided by Clob. I can't help you with that, Pebs. Going through my old RMFs, I found this map and wanted to get a version out for Gun Game. Half the map is not there, and I decided I would have to split it into 2 maps. There's another building on the other side of the street. Okay. This one had a bit of a weird download, and I assume what I ended up with was actually the map. That was advertised. This says CS, this says condition 0. That would probably open in CS. But I guess I'll open it in condition 0 anyway. Art Half isn't a map name. Did daylight savings catch you out again, Irby? This isn't condition 0. Well, I haven't been going that long, you haven't missed much. Okay, I pressed the wrong thing, didn't I? New multiplayer game. This is a rare opportunity where I can make this happen, like Counter-Strike Source. Put 1 bot in with only knives and try not to get stabbed. Cool. Great. A missing model. Models, props, laptop model. To replace a laptop, we will use a fan ceiling. Actually, plant potted. There you go. That'll be the laptop. And hopefully that's the only one. What? I'm having a bit of a mental blank. What is a futon? Super Bomb Portable Open. I'm only going through this. What was it? Super Bomb Portable Open. Super Bomb Portable Open. Can be a skeleton. I'm only doing this a maximum of 3 times. If there are more than 3 models that are missing, I'm not going through them all. This bodes poorly. Dead guy, Euro. Can be a snowcat. And now we see whether we just skip this anyway. We're skipping it. I'm not doing this. Not for the rest of the day. Biodome by Supersonic. Really old version. If you want the new version, go here. With no here. Is there anything that would hold up the loading of a map other than missing textures and missing models? Missing sprites, maybe? I suppose missing anything could, but for some reason it's always textures or models. Anyway, Biodome. 5457. Weird, there's already a Biodome. It's now DM Biodome 2. I imagine you'd get used to it. Apparently remote play together is available. I'm on Team Robo. Oh. Well, don't work with me then. I feel like once the glass goes, this maybe doesn't look like it's. This doesn't blend in quite so well with the map around it. Maybe we would have made some of that unbreakable, maybe. Was it? I don't think I mustn't have been there for that one. It's basically, it's just this, isn't it? Everyone gets funneled down here, and maybe if you're lucky you can get... You know, you could be up here, but then what? There's no lip up there. There's nothing else for it. Please now, this is 9 years ago. Arena Northral version 1 is also a broken link. Tower Left 4 Dead 2. A vertical Left 4 Dead 2 survival map. I don't know. I don't think I need to read more than that. Got a couple of Left 4 Dead maps here. I got the impression that at least one of them might not have been a survival map, which would be nice. Where do these go again? I thought there was an add-ons folder. Or is it in one of these? Left 4 Dead 2 add-ons? Let's try that. Yes, okay. I'm pretty sure I have Left 4 Dead 2 installed. It's not like... what? What would the cloud save for Left 4 Dead 2 be anyway? There's no progress. I also don't know why they're different, but there's no progress. You don't unlock anything, you don't go anywhere. Oh wait, I've still got a bunch of other shit on the workshop downloaded, don't I? Maybe I should just go like that. I don't remember what was happening. Tower? Why can't I do tower? What do I have to do? Two more add-ons have conflicting files. Cool. Would that be the problem? Is anyone familiar with this stuff and can tell me why tower wasn't working? Maybe it was just still loading? That seems unlikely. It's just blacked out. Greyed out. Whatever. Grey on a darker grey. Maybe I should turn everything off. Oh, right. It was survival, wasn't it? You're right. Tower. Yes. Thank you. I had forgotten. Tower. Tower. Lobby. Left 4 Dead got weird, alright? And everyone had a different brand of weird when we were playing it. I think I remember what the Left 4 Dead 1 characters were as well. I have to turn this up a bit so I can get a better hearing of it myself. If you mean all the anime girls, that was Pebs.
Shit'll help. Weapons here.
Okay. What do I like? Let's go with
Weapons
that.
here. Everyone, grab some incendiary ammo.
Time to start some fires.
Okay. I apologize. Gotta remember that I'm supposed to be looking at the map and not all the other bullshit that's going on. That does break. Also, I remember having melee. I mean, I don't have a melee, but you know what I mean. How far up does this go? This is quite squirrely. I mean, I'll take a magnum pistol. Where was it? There's so much shit all over the place.
Out.
8 minutes. Gotcha.
Game on, baby.
There's lots of detail in the surroundings, which I guess you need if you're on a tower.
Spin him around and shoot him in the back.
Ammo here.
What would take the longest to get to you when you're at the top, but also that seems like the most dangerous, because she could just knock you off. Alright. Right. That's right, the special effect is different as well, I think.
Get ready. That one's mine. Reload.
There's no way I'm actually going to be able to look at the chat while I'm doing this.
Got it.
Oh god, the tank's in there, isn't it?
Shoot that big mother. Reloading. Let's stick here.
Oh, I love it.
If I can do it, you can do it. Reload.
I don't remember what the spitter is. I keep dying before I can see it.
Fire in the hole.
Yep, that was me.
Get your ass
You
up.
Pokémons.
Up.
Or, Pearl, rather.
Charge it. Keep pouring it on.
There's gonna be a lot of dead Pokemon. I'm telling you. Where's the jockey? Oh, right. That thing. Oh, problem. Pardon me. Still a little bit of stuff in my throat from when I was sick, I think. Where are all the boomers? I've only seen one.
Hey, ammo here.
Where can I get another Molotov? Oh. I don't know how much longer I should do this for. Yep, there's the boomer.
Next stick here. Watch out!
Healing. Cover me.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna do any more of this. This was fun to revisit. I don't think it would have gone much longer anyway. Excuse me while I just quickly go back through the chat. Fair enough. Targetpractice.bsp. Map design that enhanced the player's aim. Who would have thought? Half-Life? Looks more like Ricochet. I think we've gotten through all the Ricochet maps. There are only like 3, if that. Is it supposed to be single player or 1 to 4 participants? Let's say deathmatch. If it is multiplayer. I don't know why that didn't work first time. I'd rather not. I feel like it's not even registering half these. Do I have to... Apparently you have to lead them, even though this is a local server. I don't want to do this. Accuracy, bad. That's what we've learned. Yeah, I don't want to do that either. Speed, bad. Yeah, but I've got precision, even though I feel like the other ones were just a precisionish reaction. Also very bad. I don't like this map. This map's shit. Fun Hotello 2010. Here's another house I made, but now I don't even know what it can be used for. I'm not even going to continue reading that. See, I feel like precision and accuracy mean different things, but they don't necessarily mean what that map implied. They're both kind of just accuracy. Also, you need accuracy for the reaction because the targets are the same size. I.e. tiny. This is just a house. This glassy bit's okay. I mean, it's all okay. It just made this part was slightly more interesting than the rest of it. A indoor pool. This wouldn't make great deathmatch. There's only one way out of there. Unless the glass is breakable and there's another way in outside. This remote doesn't... Okay, yeah, maybe this is not a deathmatch map. Maybe it's intended for single player. Disco Stew's Cubicles project entry. I believe I decided last time that I wasn't playing any Cubicles maps because eventually we'll get to Cubicles. And while I'm on the topic and while I'm remembering, does someone have Cubicles? Because the download link on TWHL is broken and I'm not missing out on Cubicles. If any of y'all in the chat have Cubicles, could you please deliver it unto me? On Run Think Shoot Live? Okay. I might as well look for that now. Mod DB. I guess that would be just as good, wouldn't it? I assume this is actually what I'm looking for. I mean, that's the same picture. This is uploaded by Too Much Video Games. I'm pretty sure it was run by Grimrook. I don't know. I assume that's the right thing. We're not getting to it for a while yet anyway. Deactivate a multi-manager loop. Enough said. It's a shit picture, yes. It's not representative of what's actually in the map. The pack at all. Soup example. We're gonna learn how to make soup. I could go for some soup. Be nice if the button animated. It's an explosion soup. Obviously. DM title. Coast level from Half-Life 2, make it into a deathmatch map. Okay, I'm intrigued. Satchmo keeps making Half-Life 2 deathmatch maps. I guess someone had to. I don't mind Half-Life 2 deathmatch. I've rarely had the opportunity to actually play it. Okay. So infinite rockets over here. I don't know if that's a good idea. But also I'm not sure where the rocket launcher actually is. Oh, god damn it. These barrels wanted me. This seems like a fine Half-Life 2 deathmatch map, but I would prefer more props. And maybe it's a little too open for Half-Life 2 deathmatch. Then most of the Half-Life 2 weapons don't work that well at range, so maybe it doesn't matter that much. How do you get up from the coast? That way, I guess. The leeches in full... Leeches kill you quick. I haven't actually seen a rocket launcher yet. I found this and the crossbow and that's it. Okay, there is some more to the map. Now there's the rocket launcher. That would be difficult to obtain without being up here. I could jump down there. And I might have to yet. Never mind. Maybe this map wouldn't be that good. The only Half-Life 2 deathmatch map I ever really played was, I think it was called Overwatch. It was the one that was that one building that's actually in Half-Life 2 but repurposed into a Half-Life 2 deathmatch map. I think Barney's in there somewhere. Not in the Half-Life 2 deathmatch map, in the thing that it's based on. The Sea Striker's Cubicle. Skipping. 3-piece curved tunnel. There's a joke there, I just know it. Let's look at the deets. This sure looks like 5 pieces. I feel like we've been lied to. There's 5 segments to this curve, not 3. I'm genuinely angry. Still, that seems like a perfectly fine curved tunnel. That's probably a handy example map for some people. Hell, I'd probably use it. Doesn't look so great from the outside, but I think the implication is that you'd be inside it. The Mighty Atom's Cuticle, skip. Jedi Starfighter Half-Life. Captain Terra did a lot of this stuff, didn't he? Which one do I want? The normal one or the one with 1? There's 2 BSPs here. They're the same size. Okay. That one has gone in the cockpit. Has empty cockpit, you can go inside. It sounds like 1 is the one I actually want, but let's do both. Was Half-Life, wasn't it? Yep. Maybe. Possibly. I don't intend to dwell on it. Which one did I do? Normal. Oh, I see. That's what it means by Gordon in the cockpit. I mean, there's a decent bit of detail here. Yeah, I did it. Is there a reason you want that? No, it doesn't undo either. It's a good model. Brush model. Dot by Soup Miner with no screenshot, no description. And the download link doesn't do anything. So I think maybe this map doesn't exist anymore. And there's literally no way to search for it, so maybe this should be deleted? Pabs, what do you reckon? There are 3 comments. Apparently the end shake is a nice touch. Monitors turning on, also a very neat touch. Chair is an amazing piece of brushwork. I missed the equalizer. Superb Cubicles entry. I think this is going to be in Cubicles anyway. So... there's nothing there. Start my ship for my mapper ship competition. No clip around it and push E above the windshield to open it. Okay. I'm guessing this is related to the previous map we looked at. Was that not what it was called? Actor. Okay, I missed a T. Oh, good. Couldn't open Golden Sunlight WOD. Okay. We'll show you Golden Sunlight. God, I have so many windows. Golden Sunlight and Arc Textures. I didn't miss these, did I? No? Good. What's in this TXT? Start of my map of ship con. Okay. Nothing of value. Well, good. Ow. Apparently. Why didn't the other bits close again? Did I break this already? That's still not right. Ah, well. It's a classy ship. Imagine that flying through space. Textures with what included? Not sure if it will work. Scal's cubicle entry redone. I assume this is actually in Cubicles, though that one doesn't ring a bell. Not from that screenshot. Maybe I'll put it aside for now. Left 4 Dead SV Wetwork. It doesn't actually say it here, but I understand this is a Call of Duty 4 thing. Because it said that much more explicitly when I was And through the download link. Left at 1. Okay. It's Left 4 Dead 1 so we don't get the Splatoon and Pokémon anymore. Left 4 Dead 1 had a better intro. What am I doing? It was survival, wasn't it? They've all been survival so far. Not that surprising really, because it means making one map instead of multiple long ones. I appreciated what Left 4 Dead 2 added. The extra specially affected, the greater range of weapons. But I liked the Left 4 Dead 1 characters more. And for the most part, the Left 4 Dead 1 campaigns. Music, I don't really have an opinion on. Do you just have one map of everything, Strider? One Left 4 Dead map, one Alien Swarm map?
This is all gonna be over soon.
I want a grenade as though I care. There we go.
Ready?
I feel like this is a little framier than... especially when I look up. Should I go in any of these? No? Just on the deck? Where am I supposed to be going? I just naturally assumed that the thing to trigger the start would have been up here. I guess I have no idea. I'd say whoops, but I was pretty certain that was going to happen. These bastards started it without me. Apparently map is unplayable.
Groovy. I'm grabbing a Molotov. Grenade!
Okay. I just wanted to see what that would do. Lots of ladders on the way up here. That doesn't have a highlight on it, that's why it was confusing. Did I actually start anything just now?
Get ready. You're tired.
It's working alright so far. I feel like I'm doing stuff. Yeah, okay. I don't think I'm gonna bother going much further with this. I don't know, does that look like the source material? I'm not familiar. There's probably concrete on a ship somewhere, right? My cubicle. Which we're skipping, because we're not at cubicles yet. There's my first map in the vault. Still in the vault. Left 4 Dead 2 Endline. First released half Left 4 Dead map, a survival map. Because of course. I'm just curious if... Oh god. I've disappointed myself. Endline. Okay. It got there eventually. You're right, that is mildly annoying. I mean, the atmosphere of Left 4 Dead 2 is definitely a specific thing, I think. I think they had to do something that's specific given the sort of open-ended, generic nature of Left 4 Dead 1.
Damn right. Gonna take everything I can.
Still getting caught out by it.
All right. Good. Grabbing a shot.
Where are the good guns though? Oh, I did press it. Okay.
Oh shit. This ain't gonna be good.
The fog is weird. I feel like that shouldn't be that grey in the background.
Hey, ammo here.
There we go, that's more of a thing. Yeah, I guess I need to head around and explore, don't I?
I'm reloading.
Bots will follow me. Wait, can I go up here? Oh, I can get to here. That doesn't seem that useful. Yeah, I probably shouldn't stay here.
Punk ass hunter around. Reloading.
That's a lichen rock? I don't know. That's there were only so many models, and models all had to be specific ones, and sometimes there were models that were the same Pokemon for different infected, and I had to pick what I could.
Reloading.
Cagey area here. This seems like it'll be a good spot to hold out. But I'm still walking around this spot, so
Reloading.
where's the tank?
Reloading.
Oh. I guess there's a sewer down here.
Reloading.
Oh, it's going bad over here, isn't it? I don't think I have a clear shot.
Come on.
I never did much survival. It wasn't really my thing. Mostly versus and occasionally the campaigns themselves.
Reloading.
Okay, I think I've seen enough. The fog really messes up the visuals, I think, for that one. I can get behind that, cheapy. Incidentally, while I'm on the topic, probably not next week, but probably from the week after that, I'm probably going to move this stream to Saturdays rather than probably the same time on a Saturday, but just one day prior, just because I'm trying to work out some things with my schedule, specifically with work. I don't have this Saturday off, but from that point afterwards I should, and then I can do something else interesting. I haven't decided when I'll do the something else interesting, but that's coming. DM Vertigo V2 is a broken link. Facility by Loke is not. Very small single player map. I'll take it. Those are so rare. Included CHLT WOD. As you do. Well, the other thing I want to do, I'm trying to figure out when to do that. I was initially thinking maybe I would just do a second stream immediately after the first stream, but that would be getting pretty late, particularly in your area. I don't even know what time that would be in America, but probably not great there either. So I'm going to look at the times a bit. It's either going to be immediately afterwards or it's going to be Saturday night. Which would be, I don't know, maybe like 7 o'clock on a Saturday if this one started at 8 o'clock on a Saturday. So 8 o'clock AM and 7 o'clock PM. I don't know. I'll figure it out. That's the sort of thing I'm thinking at the moment. It's difficult trying to pick times that are appropriate, not just for me, but also everyone else. Kind of sucks. Why don't these keep opening without focus? Was it factory final? Facility final.
Welcome to the HEV
Starting.
protective system for use in hazardous environments and conditions.
Matching automatically shifts your suit in a stealth mode, don't you know? This still seems like a fairly rough encounter. Guess I have to kill them. I'll do what I can. Need gun bullets. Can I break these? One battery. Establish half-life conventions. You can break the radios, despite the fact that they doesn't do anything. This is called due diligence, breaking all the glass. Can't blame me for thinking that would have continued. Do you force the players to break the crates at some point, just to make sure they know that that's breakable? That seems like a game design thing. grunts suck. They're kind of a bad enemy. Apparently that one doesn't break. Isn't strictly necessary. Why do I keep pressing control for crouch? What's wrong with me? And now it breaks. Ostensibly. It's making the same hit sound as the other crates. I can't imagine why you would have made that golden little Herbie. Nope. Did I come in here for a reason? This map seems fine, but it hasn't given me a whole lot of reason to be here. Maybe I picked up a card just now. I wasn't paying enough attention to notice. Oh no, the vent demon's got me. Cubicles entry? Skip. Spring Break Map Pack. Collection of 4 map made over spring break and then some. Where's that? This one. Half-Life Edit? What? Suppose I could have just done that as well. Did I just copy maps into graphics? I hope not. Let's just copy them in again just in case. I don't care where they ended up. Alright, let's do them in the order here. Sewers, computer laboratory, biodome, warehouse. Remember that list. Are these deathmatch? They don't really say. We'll know soon enough. Okay, slight gaps here. Lots of boxes that I feel like I should probably be breaking. Are they off or on? Okay, this is probably supposed to be deathmatch, isn't it? Crates have stuff in them. That won't respawn. Not that it gets a chance to. Create server. Sewers. I did not see enough. How do you spell sewers? Team Robo again. Is an egg on there? We absolutely have not seen enough. Okay, so the items respawn, even if the boxes don't. I'm using only the most efficient weapon for this job. Maybe Pebs was right. I don't know that this would be a great map to play. Oh wait, it's more, wasn't it? Map, computer, allowed. I don't know how you spell laboratory. Laboratory. How did they spell it? Laboratory. Now I know. Okay. Definitely some thematic similarities to the sewer map. The leaves do not like this room. How would you get up to this top level if this wasn't broken? Maybe that's by design. This is a clean maze. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. I wanna... What was next? Does anyone remember the order? I think Biodome was next. This isn't the same biodome as last time. Though made by the same person. Does it keep the broken glass? Yes. You know what? This seems better. There's Boyd's up there. Where's a gun? I'm pretty sure you can't shoot him, but I want to know. We're back on that target practice map. And barnacles. Can you have you can have barnacles in a deathmatch map? I need a way out. It's Seems implied that there'd be a way to get up onto these. I need one of these, actually. Bog my house. Well, there's an Egon gun up there. I'm annoyed now. I don't remember the last one. Warehouse. Oh, okay. One of these, okay. I don't know in even all the time that we've been doing this stream we've ever seen a crate map quite so egregiously cratey. Stockyard was probably actually a terrible influence on a lot of people. Guess that's to lift up crates. This is a nice little touch. You can even hear the engine of the forklift going. I want to blow up the forklift. I mean, that's a less great touch, yes. Stained glass workshop is a broken link. Facility is not. Counter-Strike. Fairly large map, plenty of corridors and crawl spaces. Inspired by Stalker and Chronicles of Riddick. Usual Counter-Strike bullshit for the plot. Not sure what that name means, but here we are. I don't think we're going to get to cubicles in this stream. Unless I missed it when I was looking along the tabs just now. The Egon gun was hurting me there, Don. Okay, it is dark. That much is true. For better or worse. I'm now going to proceed under the assumption that all these doors do not open. Yeah, if you're shooting something at close range. And by close range, I mean basically point blank. It will hurt you. Okay, this is the bomb zone. With these crates and a couple of old computers. I thought it was Maps Star. This map seems fine, but there's not a whole lot going on visually. Okay, now that that door is open, all these doors better open. This one doesn't. Never mind, I hate this map.
Terrorists win.
I win. There's also vents. A field. A field. A simple map, bombed diffuse, that I try to keep the basics of a level. Road that leads the player and other texture that fits with it. Some crates to cover, a room with rounded stairs that takes the player in different places of the map. Balance, snipers and campers points. A simple architecture. Everyone clear? Does download link work or not? It's not in my list. Oh, I guess this one is broken. It just does the same thing that TWHL does when it does actually download something. Just gonna quickly add this to my list. That's a shame. I was intrigued by the simple architecture. Spacebox by username. Which I think had the same description as the target practice one. Maybe this is the same person. Did say deathmatch. I mean, where else are you going to keep your space but a space box? This is something resembling stairs. I think I would have appreciated stairs more. Yeah, something like resembling this, I guess. Stairs. I don't know that this... I don't know about this map. I kinda like the trims. That's about all I've got. Map by Neff and or possibly Destructo. It's not clear if that's a name Nef Destructo or if that's Nef and Destructo. Seen enough. A different Cubicles room from Supersonic? We've definitely seen one Cubicles room from Supersonic already. And it was not 100% clear which I was actually playing, so I'm just going to put this there until it is more clear. I.e., until after Cubicles. A disused biological facility within the bowels of Black Mesa. Apparently is Animal Farm. It's a BSP and an empty folder in this zip. Deathmatch. And it crashed almost instantly. That's always fun. Let's get water back out. I stopped having this just down here in a separate window that you couldn't see just because we hadn't bumped into many of these, and now we've had multiple in one stream. Once again on Team Robo. Gotta love the strobe. And all the glass that shatters at the first time you shoot it and will never be back for the rest of the time you're playing as that, which won't be for long. This isn't a very big map. Alpha Half-Life Recreation. A couple of JPEGs there, I'm not going to bother with them. Assume they're just screenshots. Beta Half-Life Recreation 1. I think the idea is that Lift would be useful in a normal workplace situation where you aren't using guns to break through the glass constantly. But also there's no way into that map. So I would love to blow my nose right about now. But I don't have any tissues on hand. Also, the stream ends in like 10 minutes. My god. Gentlemen, this room is surrounded by missing features. Is this a thing that I should be familiar with? Beta Half-Life? And though I note the map name said beta and the name in the vault said alpha. Either way, there it is. Dissolution is a broken link. Very dark screenshot. Backwash, opposing force. Sports up to 16 players. Haven't had an opposing force map in a good long time. Fair enough. I appreciated the mobility implications of the barnacle in Half-Life in Opposing Forces Deathmatch. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot more to this map. At least there didn't seem to be a path upwards. I think this is it. This is unnecessary though. Maybe there should have been a refire rate. Opposing Force had some weird stuff. Funk track train example. I don't need to read more than that, do I? We've seen variations of this map probably 3 times. Also, it's not even a BSP. Be nice if it was. Oh, Cubicles is right there. Still not sure if we'll get to it in time. I like how this funk track train example does not have any curves or multiple stops or different or branching paths or anything. I mean, yes, Herbie, you're not wrong. Duke Nukem 3D Tribute, Hollywood. I'm seeing some interesting screenshots being posted in this Discord I have open down here. Maybe I should... I'm not sure what I'm looking at. But there's that. DM Hollywood. On Team Robo again, and I picked up a shit ton of batteries. We have a pendulous L. I'm not sure what's Duke Nukem about this apart from the Hollywood thing so far. Hollywood wasn't even until like the 3rd episode, wasn't it? I don't think it's getting more Duke Nukem. I think this is it. Hold up. Fine, I'll do it the smart way. That's not the smart way either. This is difficult terrain to do stuff with. Weren't they in like... Don't you go through like studios and stuff in the 3rd episode? Or am I just completely mixed up? I thought the 1st episode was like LA or something. Or do you mean the 1st level of the 3rd episode? Who cares, frankly? Satellite opposing force. It may be up 4, but it still works in Half-Life. I'm taking that as tacit approval to open that in Half-Life. Except I'm probably going to open it in opposing force anyway. It seems to be another image in Discord, which I'll... This is opposing force, isn't it? Gearbox? I keep losing Gearbox and all these other bullshit mods. Op 4 satellite. I think it's in the public interest, Strider. Wow, it is heavily raining out here. If the rain texture itself wasn't like 3 not great frames, it wouldn't be so bad. Except it's awfully white as well. This is just what I should do every time I'm in an opposing force map. Is just hold down the mouse button while I have the barnacle out. It sounded like a terrible euphemism just now. This won't get annoying, right? I didn't put these here. Pretty sure I almost killed myself just now by accident. Now, this thing is hot. Literally, I'm taking fire damage when I touch it. This is suspiciously... what's that Archie map? Yeah, that one. Wow, did that actually do something? Or was that a randomly triggered thing? I'm going to assume randomly triggered. The tank just drove through a wall there and apparently stopped there. It is precisely 10 o'clock and we've gotten to cubicles. Bugger it, let's just do it anyway. No need to open with a banger next time. Restart Steam, aren't I? Because for all the library updates, they still didn't make that register automatically. And yet for some reason they keep automatically getting added to the correct category. Which is weird. How does it know? Okay, maybe it didn't happen this time. Nope, there it is. Please whack. Pardon me. Circle through the maps. N for next map, P for previous map. And it crashed. Let's try that again. Maybe I can just... I don't know why I think this is going to work any better than loading it normally. Maybe I'll try Cubicle 2. It's going to be a real shit if none of these work. Maybe I'll have to do this next week. See if I can figure out some kind of solution to whatever's broken here. Broken DLLs, you say? I mean, I don't strictly need... think the main reason that it's in a separate mod is so that you can have the direct map switching, but I don't strictly need that. I could just slap everything in a regular Half-Life and... What if I delete these? This isn't even in the right folder. What if I delete these? Worth a shot. Right, that's right. It was just a pitch black map for some reason. The very first map, my mouse sensitivity is too high. I believe this specific one aggravated a few people. I can't imagine why. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Your firefly zombie. Oh, right, one of these. This isn't the first time I've seen this skeleton. I think the size limit was 512 by 512 by 512. And that was it. I think there was... I don't think there was any real limit on it otherwise. You could just kind of do whatever. And there's some detail in this map, even if the lighting thing's a bit bullshit. And this is all brushwork. It almost looks like models. Not sure why I think that, honestly, but it does. I think TWHL was basically a tower, was basically a spiritual Cubicles successor. I'm sure someone would have, I'm sure if you look at the original TWHL Tower forum, someone would have mentioned Cubicles. What was it? N? I'm gonna have to look up who did what. I think this one was Muzz's, which if it is once again continuing the trend of Muzz showing up right when he's fucking relevant. I don't know how you keep doing that. Cut that out. This thing is pretty cool. Doesn't make any sense, but it's cool. This one's pretty cool. This is a little bit of eye candy. Some completely nonsensical roof decorations up there. Not that it has to be sensical. Just some neat little laser work, really. This is clipped weirdly and I don't like it. No, N. Oh, it has the credits there. Or is it just that map? Maybe it's just this one. This one's Soup Miners, I guess. I think this was the deleted map we were looking at just before. Just a heck of a lot of brushwork in this one. I seem to recall him being particularly proud of these chords. And rightfully so. What's the... I'm just curious. Just how much brushwork is going on in here. It doesn't even show it for the chords. In that case, never mind. Assume the headphones are a model. They look a little too finely detailed. And the mouse. Nice use of these mist sprites. Wireframe 2. That make everything vaguely transparent? Still nothing on these chords. How many wireframes are there? That many, I guess. There's a slight glow to these screens and it's very nice. It's pretty impressive. This was... Scowls? I don't know, was that one I set aside before and then ended up deleting because I was pretty sure it was actually. And the water kills you. The water still kills you. What am I supposed to be... Is this a challenge thing? Am I supposed to be getting up to the top? Bottoms, middles, bottoms, tops, tops, middles. This is weird. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Did it, I guess? Congratulations, challenge completed, select now, next level, and I didn't even finish reading it because it didn't stay out long enough. Why does this seem like something Captain Terror would have made? I'm not sure whose this is. This says Jeff Mod, so I'm guessing it's Jeff Mod. This is... Why is it showing a source editor? This is gold source. You're not allowed to do that. Use them if you got them, I guess.
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV protective system for use.
Disco Stew? I was just about to say, I'm pretty sure this is Disco Stews, and it is. Oh. So I recall some people didn't think you'd get up here, but there's something in the... Something to do with the elevator. I don't actually remember myself. So maybe I'll no clip. Yeah, I did it. I think this confused a number of people, and honestly, you can see why. I'm pretty sure you can get out here. But in lieu of could be bothered with that, let's just no clip around. Oh, it's actual gameplay. And I'm ruining it. I think you get the idea though. It is nicely designed. This piece of garbage, on the other hand, just trash. This one's mine in case that wasn't obvious. I think my whole idea was this one was just, I don't know, I had no idea what to make, so I was just sort of noodling around and just making some weird shit. I think it was the first time it really occurred to me that you could detail with the textures, like brushwork textures. For some reason the thought never really occurred to me before that. I'm pretty sure I put ambience in here, but buggers me if I know where it is. Eventually I was gonna... My plan was to go back through this and turn it into like a very small scale deathmatch map, but I never really got around to that. And also, the whole bottom section of this map is completely just taken up by this little watery section. It's not even using all the space that I've got. Also, first time I messed around with glows and trying to light things creatively. Or at least more creatively than previously. It is pretty dark, to be fair. Yeah, it's nothing that fancy, but I'm still somewhat proud of it. really not enough room on this side. It is a pretty small area.
Ah, you have one of the new HEV suits. That should be very useful. Ah, hello.
I think
Gordon
this one
Freeman.
was Captain
It's good
Terra.
to see you. Do you think we should appeal to the alien authorities? Positively.
This is like a little casino kind of area.
The alien species can't possibly all be hostile. You repeat yourself sometimes. I refuse to go. This is as fine. You're going to have to leave me here, Gordon.
Welcome to the Hacksaw
Well,
Complex.
you have any idea what
That seems
this
like
is?
something Captain Terra would have written.
Inconclusive.
I do like this. It seems like there's lots of details.
Cleanup is just a paranoid rumor, isn't it?
I mean, that's more or less, I think, what was expected of the cubicles. Just be nice little eye candy places.
Didn't you
I
just
feel like Captain Terra did a pretty good job of that. These things here get a bit chunky on the old textures.
do you know who ate all the donuts?
I get maybe it is something to do with Casino Royale. I say not knowing anything about that, but I seem to vaguely recall Captain Terra talking about that. I think this was hot dogs. I remember this really annoying me. You can't get out of this section and go and look at things close up. It's just a little, like, diorama. It's fairly nicely done for what it is. Got a little lighthouse up there. I could clip out, I guess. It's not really meant to be viewed from other directions, I don't think. Also makes these little errors in the brushwork much more visible. I like this bridge. I suppose these textures would have to be fairly scaled down to have that much detail, wouldn't they? I mean, assuming that the grass here is about, let's say, a normal scale of, say, 1, then these have to be scaled down considerably more than that. This isn't really telling me anything I didn't already know. But it's nice to be reminded that the terrain has a fair bit of brushwork as well. Let's turn that clip off before I skip. I don't remember this one at all. Welcome to the Sea Striker's cubicle. Have fun pushing buttons. Trying to push buttons.
Vous allez crever.
Apparently smoke something and enjoy. It's Not really an Easter egg. It did imply that I should be pushing buttons.
Vous allez crever. Vous allez crever.
I have little to say, but I think the map speaks for itself.
Vous allez crever. Vous allez
That
crever.
do. Lights, I guess. Getting more and more concerned the longer this map goes on. And I guess that's it. I guess we've hit the loop. I guess that first one must be Supersonics. Supersonic, Muzz, Soup Miner, I think Scals, Jeff Mod,
Welcome to the HEV
those Disco Stews.
Mark IV Protective
Disco Stews, mine, Captain Terrors, Hot Dogs, and Sea Strikers. If there's a readme, I'll check the readme and make sure I've got all those names right. There does not appear to be a readme. Yeah, I guess this was longer, wasn't it? Okay. Yeah, that was Supersonics. Which makes me wonder what the first one was then. Doesn't matter. Okay, that's it from me for one more week. And I have nothing to announce on the front of anything else yet. I guess after my next stream, next week, I'll let everyone know what's changing, what's going where, if anything new is happening. And yeah. Until then, everyone have a good